Back on topic, we've got a UFC Fight Night tomorrow.
We do. Pretty
Brendan
good one.
Allen versus Paul Craig. What are your thoughts?
On first glance, I'm actually pretty excited for this card. There's some pretty good sleeper fights on this card, I think. A lot of really good kind of up and coming fighters who are also proven finishers as well.
Yeah.
Obviously Paul Craig. We'll start from the top. Paul Craig going down to middleweight in the main event against Brendan Allen. I really like Paul Craig at middleweight. I thought he was too small for light heavyweight.
Yeah.
And that kind of was on show when he fought some of the bigger guys at light heavyweight. And I think Brendan Allen is the perfect test for his second fight at middleweight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what you've said there kind of sums that up quite well.
Oh, that's it.
I mean,
see you guys later.
Was it who was it that he fought last time? Johnny Walker?
That was
Paul
his
Craig?
last light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight, yeah. And he just it didn't look
Didn't
good.
look good. No.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can rejuvenate his career at middleweight and kind of get the juices flowing again.
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe start a little bit of a run. And yeah, like you say, Brendan Allen's a pretty capable guy.
He is.
It's a good test, and it kind of throws you right into the top end of that division right off the bat.
No, yeah, for sure it does. Brendan Allen's had some really big fights. He fought Sean Strickland, obviously, and lost, so I don't know why I'm bringing that one up. But Sean Strickland's obviously the middleweight champ, and he looked okay against him until he got finished. But I'll just show Paul Craig's last couple fights. So obviously he beat Andre Muniz in his first fight back at middleweight. And then, before that it was the loss to Johnny Walker. So yeah, no, he looked really decent in that TKO win as well. So yeah, looking against Brendan Allen, I really think that I really like Paul Craig, so I do kind of want him to get this win, and he will be probably my pick. But against Brendan Allen, he's going to have to be careful, very careful, because Brendan Allen, not only does he have some amazing jiu-jitsu to match Paul Craig's jiu-jitsu, he's also got some pretty dangerous hands, as we saw against Bruno Silva in his last fight.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I really think if Paul Craig is going to win this, he's going to want to drag Brendan Allen into his guard early while they're dry. Maybe latch onto an arm, and we might see something similar to what we saw against Jamal Hill, saying that Brendan Allen's jiu-jitsu is much better than Jamal Hill. So
yeah,
it's going to be a very interesting fight. Obviously, Brendan Allen's on a bit of a run. He beat Andre Muniz, who Paul Craig obviously beat in his last fight. He also beat Bruno Silva, which was a very impressive win. Have you seen that one?
No, I don't think so.
Well, Bruno Silva, he took Alex Pereira to a decision in Alex's second fight in the UFC. Right. Super tough, durable guy. Banged it out with Alex. Alex obviously won, but it was a really super close fight. And for Brendan Allen, actually knocked him down and then got the rear naked choke.
Right.
So super impressive. There's actually a highlight on our UFC on our page.
There is too. Yeah, I have seen that. Yeah, I've seen that part. I've seen the highlight.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the whole fight. No.
But that kind of sums it up. You know, it was pretty close. Brendan got rocked, and then he came back, dropped Bruno Silva, and from there took the back pretty easy sink in of the rear naked choke. So yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think we're going to see a stand up battle between these two jiu-jitsu heavy guys?
These two jiu-jitsu heavy guys. I think like you say, if you can get them to the ground while they're dry and work something out there, that would work out in Paul Craig's favor, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I were Brendan Allen, I would probably want to stay on the feet for this one.
For sure.
He does, like you say, have quite well-versed hands, and he doesn't look like he's going to get him. It's a tricky one, eh? I think if it goes to the ground, I give Paul Craig the advantage. But the longer that Allen can keep it on the feet, it goes to him, I think.
Yeah, I agree there. The thing is, Paul Craig has okay stand-up. He has finished people with his hands before, but he doesn't really have the significant punching power like Brendan does. So if it does end up staying on the feet, it really does start to favor Brendan Allen heavily because he's got that power. And again, like I just said, Paul Craig has okay hands. They're not great by any means, and his defense is definitely not up there with some of the best.
No.
We've seen him get pieced up by Volkan Ozdemir and Johnny Walker in recent memory, and they both got actually, yeah, I think they both got finishes against him. So the weird thing is here is they're both very evenly matched on the ground. I'd probably slightly favor Paul Craig on the ground, but Brendan Allen is a dog on the ground as well. It's going to be a real interesting fight.
It will, yeah. It's perfect main event really for a fight night.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully it lives up to the hype.
Fingers crossed. Who are you going to pick? If you have to pick right now. You got $500 million. I got to put it on this.
I do have $500 million.
Yeah, same.
All right, Paul Craig second round submission.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know why. Just do.
I think that's a good call, man. He's known for submissions, obviously. The Bear Jew.
Bear Jew. Nice.
Pardon me. If I was gonna predict this, and I have predicted this already, our verdict picks will be up tomorrow, just before the fight night starts. I have picked Brendan Allen by decision. I just don't see him being able to finish Paul Craig on the ground. I could see him picking up a TKO win, maybe knocking him down and finishing him that way. But I don't know. Something about this main event sings out decision to me. I just feel like it's gonna, the jiu-jitsu kind of cancels it out. I don't know. I think it's going to be a decision, and I don't see Craig winning a decision. Man. Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
No, but it's nice. Well, like, we wouldn't have a show to sit here and talk about things if we didn't have this, numerical thing out there called MMA math.
Yeah,
where everything makes sense before
everything makes complete sense. Doesn't
it's all torn apart by reality. What's next on the fight card?
Next on that card,
what else is going on there? Eh?
So what we've got next? Yeah, there's a few little, like I say, a few little sleeper fights on this card. I'll share the screen so we can see what's going on.
Michael Morales,
15-0. He's a bit of a exciting prospect. Let's have a wee peek at what he's done recently. Let's have a look.
He's 24.
24 years old, yeah.
Damn, so that's young.
He's younger than me. Destroy me in a fight. He beat Max Griffin last time, and Max Griffin is no slouch for sure. He's a decent guy. He's beaten the likes of Trevor Giles, who we know is a tough guy. Was it a TKO in round 1 against Trevor Giles? That's very impressive. Andrew Fugit, another TKO. Max Griffin was a decision. That was an interesting fight. I remember that. I remember that quite well. It was, I think, the last round. Griffin really came on, and he Morales kind of gassed a little bit,
right?
But nonetheless, super impressive up against a really tough Jake Matthews, who's been on a little bit of a skid, but also recently. Oh no, obviously, his last fight was a win. Obviously, he's had some extremely impressive victories. Most notably, I think this Andre Fiallo versus Jake Matthews. That was absolutely insane. His performance that night, he was a world beater that night.
Yeah.
Do you remember that fight?
No.
It was at 275.
I'm going to be so useless today, man.
That's okay. That's all right. It's funny. So when Glover fought Yuri, he was on the undercard, basically. Fight.
People are just going to look at this video and just see me like squinting at the screen, just trying.
Yeah, our shorts are going to be good when it like cuts to you and you're just they're like
fading away.
I have no opinion. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's going to be me for everything. If I just keep saying I have no opinion, surely we can wrap this up.
12 minutes in.
Yeah. That's how it works.
That is. No, yeah, well, getting back to what is really important here.
That's
Happy
right.
birthday.
Is that what's really important?
Oh, no, the fight, sorry. Yeah, so Jake Matthews and Miles Morales. No, not Miles Morales.
Michael Morales.
That's fucking the Spider-Man guy.
That is, yeah.
It's the guy, the animated
Hey,
Spider-Man.
I'm supposed to be the dusty one.
Yeah. Basically, I'm predicting that Jake Matthews takes it to a decision and he wins. I think he's gonna do it. I like Jake Matthews. He's a exciting guy, especially when he's firing on all cylinders. He won his last fights by submission, and he showed some real striking prowess in some insanely impressive performances. We get that guy. Could be a decision or a finish by Jake Matthews, but can't count out Morales because he's obviously top talent.
Yeah.
24, 15-0, pretty impressive.
That's very impressive to be that young and have that decent of a record. God.
Oh, this is brilliant. Actually, just gonna turn up my mic a little bit. What were you saying, Jackson?
Nothing impressive.
Miles Morales. What are you thinking about Miles? Michael,
yeah. I haven't seen the Spider-Man thing that you're talking about, but
you haven't?
Michael Morales, yeah, is an impressive guy. I didn't know he was that young. That kind of blew me away.
I kind of suspected 27, 28.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, 15-0 at that age, that's a hell of a feat. And I think, I fancy him in this fight. Being the younger and hungrier guy, he's got a little bit more on the line with an undefeated record.
Yeah, for sure. That's true. But then you got to look at like Bonfim the other week, who also had that similar, record. Jake Matthews is obviously a dog. He's been at it for a while.
Woof,
woof, woof. And if Morales comes in there and he's like looking for a finish, he could gas. And Jake's relatively durable.
Yeah,
and that it could turn the other way and we might see a finish. It's another one that's really interesting, man. Like this fight card has got a lot of sleepers. Moving on to the next one. So first of all, you're picking Morales by finish.
I'm going to say by decision.
Decision.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to say Jake Matthews decision. I don't think that this one's going to. There's going to be a finish in this one. But I think Jake's going to run away with it in the later rounds.
Okay.
Moving on, though. Chase Hooper and Jordan Leavitt, the two least intimidating people in the UFC.
Yeah. Just nice guys, just a couple of...
funnies.
Yeah, a couple of funnies.
A couple of funny guys.
Oh.
They should have the BMF belt on the line for this one, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because look at them. Tough son of a guns. They are. Jordan Leavitt twerks on his opponents after he wins. That's
hot.
Insane.
That's hot.
That's violent.
That's
hell.
Hot.
It is hot, man. Have you seen Jordan Leavitt, his slam KO that he got, like kind of semi-recently? Maybe like a year ago or two.
Was that where he like pinned the guy's neck a little bit and then just smacked him down walked him over to his corner?
That's the one.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's insane.
That was incredible.
That's his most impressive victory just because of how
unique
ridiculous. Unique. Like, gets the guy down, picks him up, his corner are like, bring him over here. He's like, where are you? Finds them, walks over, slam, out cold, couple punches, I think, afterwards.
I don't even think he did that.
Did he not? He just walked off.
Yeah, I think so.
Pulls his ass out and starts twerking like Ice Spice.
And
it was beautiful. His ass.
He a munch.
He a munch.
He a munch.
It's a good one. Well, shout out to Jordan Leavitt. Obviously, he's a pretty cool guy as well. Some of his interviews recently, he's super funny. Like the UFC need to market this guy Jordan Leavitt big time because he's hilarious. Obviously, he had that loss to Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty rough. Oh, and Paddy's known to do a little bit of a dance after a victory as well.
Yeah, a bit of a
yeah.
I think he twerked on him.
That's I remember that.
I'm going to teabag him. That's what he said. I'm going to teabag him when I win. I'm going to shake him and I can't help him. I'm going to teabag him. But yeah, Chase Hooper, Ben Askren's son, as you might notice.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like Ben Askren. Have you seen that video of Chase Hooper going up to Jorge Masvidal and being like, why did you KO my dad? And Masvidal's like, is that actually your dad? Oh, I'm sorry. And he's like, Chase is just like, no, it's not.
Didn't they play into it as well? Like, I'm pretty sure
they both did. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben was on like a Zoom call and then Chase like walked through the back or something and was like, And Ben was like, yeah, that's just my son or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was on a Zoom to DC, possibly.
Yeah, it would have been. They do that podcast.
But yeah, like you say,
do.
two guys that should be marketed a bit more. Like they're both funny and
they're kind of marketed a little bit, but push them more. Like especially if they keep winning and winning. Like Chase Hooper's funny. He goes out there to like a different market to most fighters.
Yeah,
he's a skinny younger guy, looks goofy but he's funny. He's like a bit of a gamer kind of thing. Push it to that kind of market. You know, he's the perfect guy. He's kind of like a Sean O'Malley kind of marketable, that kind of thing. You know.
A cleaner Sean O'Malley.
Cleaner, yeah. I think there's a couple memes of that actually. It's like 3 years before weed, or like first joint, it's a picture of him.
Yeah.
And then third year of smoking, and then it's like fucking
Sean O'Malley. That's good. That's good chat.
Thank you.
We have to have one. I think we've got to have one of those in every episode now.
Handshake.
Almost.
Yeah.
There's been a few of them.
And if anyone who screen captures the handshake and sends it to us on Instagram,
we'll sort something out
for you. I'll buy you a beer.
Yeah.
Jackson will.
I'll buy you a beer. I'll take you out for a drink. That's what we can imagine that. That's just me trying to make friends.
Jackson doesn't have many friends. I'm not really even his friend. I just, he's just here for this, so he doesn't have any friends.
I was walking the streets solo last night.
Yeah. No one wants to talk to Jackson. If you want to maybe give it a go, it's pretty difficult. He's not got much chat.
That was just me looking lonely.
I'm kidding. Not trying to.
No, you're all good. No, you're right.
Predictions for this fight. I think this is going to be a good one. Chase Hooper, obviously, jiu-jitsu specialist. Same with Jordan Leavitt. I believe Jordan Leavitt's got better hands, more power in his hands. He's a bit older, stronger.
Yeah, I rate Jordan Leavitt for this one.
Yeah, same. I think he's just a bit too good.
I'm going to say first round even. I don't even care. You don't care? First round.
First round.
Jordan Leavitt.
First round. I reckon Jordan Leavitt by decision, and that's what I put down on my picks, I believe.
Yeah, you would.
I just don't see Chase Hooper getting finished. He's a tough kid, and he's durable. He's been in bad situations before. I just don't see him getting finished, but I don't see him being strong enough to beat someone like Jordan Leavitt. I think Jordan Leavitt's a pretty easy pick for this one.
Sorry, but I'm going with it.
Well, same. I'm picking Jordan by decision. And just a reminder again, all of our picks will be live on our Instagram story tomorrow. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching this short episode of Combat Corner.
If you like what you see, we've got lots of long form content below and lots of other videos like this, so feel free to go along and check it out. We really appreciate all your support. Thanks again for watching.
Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment, share it around. Have a good day.
Peace.